Well, 1 minute, folks. It appears we are having technical difficulties because my controller is not working. Let's try this again. There we are. Okay, sweet. Load game. And just make sure that our status is alright. Healthy stream. Okie dokie. Doing good. Doing great. Very happy for that. Alright. Oh, I completely agree. Was that Brian Bloom who did the voice to line of 3 lines of dialogue in Doom Eternal? No spoilers for anyone who hasn't played it yet, but was that him? Like, it sounds similar, but I almost figured that they just got sound alike. Because you figure, like, Brian Bloom would be kind of a big name. They wouldn't be able to, like, just justify paying him for 3 lines and just kind of throw him out. Oh, it was? Oh, shit. Okay, I actually like that. That's cool. Just keep the whole Blazkowicz lineage the part of the Doom lore. Alright, that's pretty sick. Unfortunately, today we are not talking about Doom Eternal. And I just spoiled it without realizing it, because I'm a dumbass. Okay, so we're off to a rollicking good start. But we're not talking about Doom Eternal today, we're talking about Silent Hill 4. Again. Fuck's sake. Well, no point wasting any time, let's get back into it. Excuse me. Alright, there we go. Alright, so last time we had some issues where I couldn't see any graphical effects, and I managed to actually fix this. So if we look at the people, we can actually see the outside. That's Frank Sunderland, superintendent. Oh my god. Oh my god, we can see now, everybody. It's crazy. Now, I don't know if this is going to affect any other visuals in the game, so we're just going to have to wait and see on that anyway. But yeah, there's the bloody handprint thing. It's very clever. Yeah, you know, whatever. Like, people can give credit to this game if they want, but whatever. Alright, so let's go find the source of that horrible noise. Well, that sucks. It smells horrible. Just like that water-filled room under the cylindrical prison. Oh, you're picking up some filet mignon. Fucking nice. You know what? That makes up for it. Well, that sounds horrible. Again, like, I would have liked if they could just let us use our own brains and determine that the hole is getting bigger, but what can you do? But admittedly, this is one of the areas Silent Hill 4 did nail, and I did actually acknowledge it in the review, was I thought the game was quite clever with how it built up to the hauntings that we're going to see in the second half. Again, it's very gradual, and you only have little things like the bathtub there at first. Yeah, a lot of noise coming from inside the hole, you going, yeah, well. But anyway, it's pretty clever. I will give credit when credit is due. It's not often, but we'll do it. Oh boy. Also, my FPS count is driving me fucking crazy, because I am consistently, like, 0.5 below 60 frames. So it's like 59.96, something like that. Driving me absolutely insane. And of course, like, now it's nose diving. It's got the 300 stuff, but alright, here we are. Once again, the whole idea is they're continuing the whole Henry's maturing as Walter's maturing, because you're going through the areas of Walter's mind throughout his life in his order, so you're now an older Walter in the city world. So to show that Henry's no longer in the fetal position when he actually wakes up in the world, he's now overstretched. So yeah, game's gonna look a little worse, but you know what? It's got that authentic CRT feel. This is how it would look back in the day on terrible television. I'm just talking out of my ass right now, because I'm trying to justify how PCSX2, I respect it a lot, lets me play games like this without lugging out the PS2, but it's got issues. So if you hear in the background there, you can hear some gunshots and what sounds like monkey noises. So we're going to find the source of that in a second here. Yep. Let's actually listen to these guys for a second here. I don't know if you can hear that, but that is a monkey noise. And when I hit them, they also make panther noises. And we are having slowdown like you would not believe. Let's fix this problem. Da-da. Okay. You're watching with a calculator. Okay, fair enough. Alright. Let's check this out. There we go. So for the regular game, we're just gonna have to switch to different hardware mode here and software for the actual in-game. God damn it. Every single time I love watching that because like this motherfucker falls like 5 stories and he only reacts to go like, ah, real jeez.
Hey, you're the guy that lives across from
Yeah,
me.
and this was the dude who was like spying on your apartment.
My name's Henry.
God fucking damn it.
I'm Richard Braintree.
Fucking Henry, god damn
From
it.
207.
Everything about this cutscene is so fucking
What the
ridiculous.
hell's
Like you just got
happened
this
to us?
asshole standing here in that Superman pose, just disgusted by this beta virgin walking up to him trying to shake his hand.
But if you're here
Richard's a
too,
hard motherfucker, man.
then there must be something wrong with the whole apartment building.
Excellent door texture there. Thanks,
That must
PCXX2.
explain what happened to that other guy, too.
Yeah, that other guy. I've been talking about. Whatever.
What other guy?
I suppose,
Guy who
admittedly,
lived in
this is a
302
decent
before
drip
you.
feed of the plot information in this game. That is the one thing I'll
He
give it,
disappeared
is
one
that
day.
up until a
He got
point, it
pretty
actually
crazy
does do a
towards the
decent job
end.
at drip feeding you. But then it
Shut
just kind of
himself up in his room
stops,
and
and we're
wouldn't
gonna
come
see
out.
when the game stops. I'm gonna make a big point out of when the game stops. But you know what?
Anyway,
Doesn't even matter.
I'm getting the hell out of here.
Fucking do it. You guys love the
You
way
should
like
too,
he
if
just
you know what's
points
good for
over his
you.
shoulder and
Wait.
both thumbs. Fucking bum.
Watch out for that kid.
Oh no! Alright, come on, Gunhead. Let's go. And you can see this thrilling combat engine of just abusing this one invincibility attack. Absolutely thrilling. They go for the stomp, and I did it. Such a man. So good at video games. Any items back here? No? Alright. Oh. Oh fuck, he's testing me, boys. He's testing me. Well, he's not anymore. Did I use the dodge effectively? Oh my god. Oh, well. That solves that then. Do you hear that? This is admittedly one of the nicer moments in the game. Because for all this game's faults, there are moments of effective intrigue and atmosphere. This is one of them. You get a used house, frame, can't really see much. And you walk. Oh no! How unfortunate for you. You got the glowing sword, you got the what appears to be a ghost gurgling. There's a weird sword stuck in his stomach, and he's holding something in his hand. Take the item in his hand. Now, you only need that key. That's all you need. Oh, fuck, I didn't put back the plate. Now, you can take that sword. This is actually how you deal with the ghosts to permanently get rid of them. Unfortunately, like, they're in such a limited amount, and if I take this out, this ghost is going to follow me for pretty much the rest of the level. So it's actually smarter just to kind of leave that there and just go on our merry way. Later. And we are now in the fourth world, the city world. Once again, this entire game is, you can see by like the skin floor and this abstract wall texture, which admittedly, like, if I could get like a neon lit version of this in my apartment, I'd actually kind of like that. That'd be pretty cool. But essentially, it's just going like, it's spooky because you're in a mind of like a serial killer, bro. Shit's scary. Scary and abstract, bright lights, skin floors. And I get it, like, Silent Hill is pretty fucking over the top with its hell dimension bullshit sometimes. Let's get those bullets. Oh, yeah. There. No. Yes. I want those. Thank you. Silent Hill is, like, pretty over the top with its hell dimension bullshit sometimes, as I was saying, but I don't know, like, this game's just lacking some interest in fun. So we're gonna take that, we're gonna put that fucking pipe away, because it is worthless to us. Hey, there's a hole here. Hooray. Alright, now we can actually look around the apartment. I gotta put this back in software so we can actually check shit out. Let's make sure my stream doing okay for health. Stream is healthy. Stream is fine. A-okay. Alright, because my internet has been kind of spotty today. I'm a little paranoid about that. Let's read some stuff around the apartment. 1 minute, actually. Well, my keyboard commands aren't working, so once again, gotta pause the game and do it by hand. Oh, yeah. Loving this. Configure video plugin, and I'll put the back into software. That's not what we want. Let's try this again. Because this is not correct. Yeah, so it's going to be the jank stream today. We are insanely janky. I'm working with what I got here. You know? Like, there we go. This should be what we want. DirectX 11 software. This should get us the... Oh, another red note. Oh my god. We gotta read that first.
What? The same one back then.
How's it going with room 302?
Well...
Okay, so we got... basically the gist of it is a landlord here is like, oh my god, I can't open this up. This place is so supernaturally fucked. And we get one of the best bits of awkward dialogue in any of these fucking games.
It's not the first
Come on, Frank, say it.
You mean the guy who lived here before?
Say the fucking umbilical cord line, you bastard.
It wasn't just him either. There's something wrong with his whole apartment.
Don't say that. You're scaring
Come
me.
on.
Well, anyway, I just...
Oh, fuck Lorna. Oh shit, boy.
Don't worry about it too much. There are a lot of strange things in this world. The umbilical cord I keep in a box in my room. Lately, it's started to smell terrible.
Huh? Umbilical cord?
Bravo.
Wow, forget I said
Fucking
anything.
bravo. I love it. It's my favorite.
Smell. Those noises.
I mean, granted, yeah, I mean, I kind of feel bad for Eileen here. She's got to live next to a loser like Henry here, making all these terrible noises. Alright, well, let's see what note we got. Oh, yeah, read the red paper first. I found something that's extremely effective against the ghosts. It saved my life. It was stuck into the huge rock in the woods near the orphanage. It's a sword blade with a handmade triangle-shaped wooden handle that has some kind of spell written on it. 1 second. Okay, there we go. As a weapon, it's heavy and hard to carry, but somehow it seems to charge in response to the ghost victim's power. Strike when the sword is energized. If you don't reduce their power, your attacks will be repelled. As far as I know, there are only 5 swords in existence with that kind of power. It's extremely valuable. July 23rd. Okay, so basically this is just a tutorial for how to use the sword to pin ghosts into the ground and get them to fuck off. Because ghosts are annoying, and they knew they were annoying, so they made them unkillable. Stained with blood, and I can't read it. Oh, darn. Well, sort our inventory. Alright, get rid of you. Get rid of you. And get rid of you. Well, let's look out the window. We got anything today? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Holy fuck. 1 minute here. We are experiencing technical difficulties, everyone. I'm deadly sorry. Yeah, fuck. It was fine on my end. I have no idea what the hell's going on here. Oh, thanks, everyone. I'm so sorry about that. Let's fix this issue right now. I got an idea. Oh, fuck me. Okay, so that's a thing, I guess. Well, okay. Let's retry the fucking stream, I fucking guess. Okay, reboot this bitch. There we go. Hopefully it's working out now. Let's, yep, okay. Yeah, bugged out 5 minutes ago. Oh no, I am very sorry, everybody. I just thought I found the solution to my problem, but it turns out I did not. Such is the life of the shitlord. Silent 4 has been cursing me all day. I thought I found the solution to my problems, but we haven't. Oh well, boys. Onward and fucking upward. Let's go. We got a baseball bat now, we got a room, we got pages, we got shit. Let's go. Let's go creep on our fat ass neighbor. Hey Wes, we're having technical difficulties, so you're showing up to the part of the show where things are happening. Got your Jose Cuervo. I got my Jack Daniels. I made myself amateur whiskey sour today. One of those fucking days. Yeah, you're telling me about that, man. Like, I don't envy that, honestly. Like, I get some shitty comment. Hey, this works. Hooray. It's all good. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Yeah, like, what I was saying, Wes, like, I super don't envy you with the just comment shit that you get on a regular basis. Like, I get some crabby comments. That's about it. Like, apparently that one guy who disagrees with everything I say about Silent 4, which is like, you know, fair enough. I was pretty... No, it's just like, I understand, like, it's just dumb comments, but that's just annoying after a while. Yeah, just in case those stakes go wrong, just to make your day worse. No, fuck, no, go away. There we go. Maps up. It's locked, oh no. Alright, well, let's go hit the key. So we're continuing our quest in Silent Hill 4, and I guess I have the technical issues sorted out. Cause whatever. But nah, I get it. Like, the worst I get are, like, crab comments. So, MK Ultra's a type of beer. Oh, we're in a pet store. Oh, yeah. Later. Oh, fuck. Oh, There. Yep. Later. Fuck. Oh well, there we go, we got the keys. So this is thrilling level design. I don't know if you guys have noticed so far, but I ran down the hallway, picked up some keys, and I'm running back exactly where I came. Well, you're not that far off, considering that alcohol is probably a form of mind control. They're trying to dull us all with, bro. Wake up, sheeple, 2019. Because I played a video game, Wes. It's called DMC Devil May Cry, and it told me that business was bad, and that corporation was bad, and that sheeple were being brainwashed, and they need to wake up. Eat it. So this is thrilling combat that you're watching right now. Eat it. Alright. And kaboom! There you go. Uh-oh. I'm being cornered. They got me in their rhythm. Eat it. Uh-oh. Is this the end of me? Here's the thing. The reason... Oh, fuck. I'm at half health. I am playing like an idiot. God, like, I agree, Default. Like, you know what? Let's go back. Before I talk about more DMC shit, let's look back at this boy. Look at this dude. Look at this. Like, it's a man, it's a gray man making monkey noises, and when I hit him with the bat, he makes panther noises. This is what is considered an underrated masterpiece. This is what is considered a psychological horror gem. Look at what you are witnessing, people. Just gonna give him some CBT. Talking ball torture, bitch. Fuck this game, man. Yeah, Bob Barbas is like the one interesting thing about that game story. Well, I'll tell you exactly why Bob Barbas is like the one thing of merit. Fuck you, I'm not even fighting you. Loading screen, bitch. But I can tell you why Bob Barbas is probably like the one decent thing about Devil May Cry, DMC Devil May Cry, and it's because he is voicing the audience's criticisms. Like, all throughout that fight, if you actually listen to every bit of dialogue that Barbas has, he will just do nothing but shit talk all of the hero characters, and it's great. Everything he says is so accurate. It's fucking amazing. Like, the ironic part is that they tried to have Dante as their kind of like insert for the audience or whatever.
Are you the kid he was talking about?
Is like they try to have Dante as kind of like the he's such a badass insert for the audience, fuck the man or whatever.
You look a lot like a little punk that I once caught sneaking around there.
One of the things that like the actual voice of the audience is Bob Barbas. He's the most relatable character in that game because he hates Dante, he hates Virgin, he hates Cat, he hates all their bullshit. It's like he's the most relatable character. Yeah, look at his fucking lips. And speaking of lips, we got flesh lips. Foreskins. Hooray. Yeah, he's like Dr. Kelso in Scrubs, except Scrubs was like written to be a comedy and fun, but DMC Devil May Cry is the worst, and was written to be edgy and topical, but it was like 2 years too late to capitalize on Occupy Wall Street, so no one gave a shit. So can I ask a question to the chat for a game design question? What the fuck is the point of these little foreskin things? What was the point of any of that? What would, like... Seriously. Let's get these fucking health drink. Yeah, I'll take my fucking energy drink. Monster Energy Drink, brought to you by the Monster Corporation. Yeah, Kino, right. Yeah, I'm incorrect. But, like, yeah, the point is just to be a nuisance. That's it. Later. Oh, I'm dying. Oh, no. Later. Fuck you. Run away. Look at that dog. Look at this monkey. Look at these idiots. No, like, dude. Oh, man. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. We gotta fight now. Yeah, I'm wrong, everyone. I'm wrong. Silent Hill 4 is a cryptic metaphor, and it was made bad on purpose. Yep, this is thrilling fucking gameplay. Fuck. I'm gonna fucking die here. You know what? It's fine. I don't even care. I don't even give a hoot. I don't even give a boot. I don't even give a gosh darn cahoot. Whatever. Walking away. Walking away. I'm standing my ground. I'm standing my ground. Check it. Check these iframes, bitch. Yeah, bad and foreskin. This is the legacy of Silent Hill 4, everyone. Look at the iframes on that. During that entire recovery, I was invincible. God, like, anyone who tells me that the whole point of this game is not to just iframe bullshit is disingenuous. Look at this iframe bullshit. Oh, there we go. No death run is saved. Check it. Let's just go stomp it. Yeah, like even the recovery frames. Even the recovery frame. But that somehow that hit me. Somehow that got me. I don't know. What is with... I don't know, man. I don't even give a shit. Look at that. Bam. It's fine. So I guess the ones who are like slightly red are tougher. They're the red-eye knights of this game. Guess what? Iframes you ain't got shit on iframes, buddy. That's a very good question, Default. I have a very heavy question about that. As like a lore nerd, I have a huge problem. Oh, well, I'm dead. I did it, everybody. I succeeded. So it's game over. Well, here's the problem. Okay, so we're just gonna talk spoilers. Henry's intended to be the final sacrifice of this ritual, right? Okay, so Henry is supposed to be the last guy who dies in the main villain's ritual to, like, rebirth God or whatever. Okay, so if Henry dies right now, oh man, what do I got? Henry should be with Silent Hill 4. Yep, that's the game in a nutshell. Oh yeah, Jose Cuervo's got some bite, man. You gotta be fucking careful with that shit. Jose Cuervo will fuck you up. But, essentially, what happens is Henry is supposed to be the final sacrifice. He is the 21st of the 21 sacraments, which are 21 ritual murders that the main villain has to commit. Okay, so what if Henry died now? Would that fuck up the main villain's entire plot? So why didn't I get a good ending if I just died right there? Oh no. Oh no. Oh man, let's get these keys. Bam, I did it. Let's go. Yeah, it's usually why I'm not much of a tequila man, honestly. Like, I like my bourbon. just because it's got that sweet taste rather than anything else. Oh, well. The stream is sponsored. Once again, it is brought to you by Jack Daniels. I mixed it with... I made myself like an amateur whiskey sour today. It's quite good. I'm quite proud of it. It's very tasty. Fuck it, I'm just gonna fucking murk this boy. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready to party. Yeah, the speed runs would be fucking amazing if this game was like, if that game actually applied. Cause that'd be kind of interesting, but it would also be terrible. I understand why they don't do it, because there's no game, but then why did you write the plot that way? That's the thing about Silent Hill, is that where I'm gonna be more critical of these games is because, okay, so there's that conversation, we bring up that meme a lot, with the Yick guy, with Roger Ebert, about video games as art. Yeah, our Lord and provider, Mr. Daniels. All my streams are brought to you by Jack Daniels. If I could get sponsored by that company, I fucking would, believe me. But let's skip this cutscene, we already saw it. But yeah, the thing about, like, we're kind of like talking shit about games art and how games are art, but shit can be low art and just bad art, like Yick is the one we were talking about, fuck Yick, but look at this robot. This does nothing. This provides nothing. This is nothing. There's no gameplay here, there's no challenge. This is here just to annoy you. But Silent Hill, in my opinion, like, if you don't believe me, he still hasn't given you your copy of Yick. But Wes, like, it was his mistake. He was trying to make art, not children's toys, which video games are. Which, you know, one of the worst parts is, like, I don't entirely disagree with him. Like, for the most part, like, video games are toys. Like, let's not mix our metaphors here, man. Video games are toys. And have I just been playing like a dumbass every time I played this game? Every time I fought that guy, I was like, no, you can just run up to him and you could just phase through his model to just get to the hitbox of the door. Okay, you know, I'm not complaining. I ain't fucking complaining. Yeah, Rick died for our sins, man. Rick has died for our sins for this. But, what I was saying earlier... Oh, there's no points. Trap over there. But... what I was saying is, like, again, in my opinion, Silent Hill 1 to 3 are, like, if I had to say, like, high art for video games, Silent Hill 1 to 3 would be my vote. I mean, best weapon in the game right here. Okay, so the game's over, everyone. I won. You wanna know why I won? So we know that the charge attack is iframes, right? Look at the iframe attack on the axe. Look at this. Look at the reach and the travel on that. And that swing? That's invincible the entire time. Up until I go back into the ready animation, I'm completely invincible. Like, unbelievable. God, I want to drink all of that all right now. Just dull my pain to Silent Hill 4. Yeah, try that next time you go to the club. It's just phase through the door, man. Just phase through him, boy. Teleport behind him. Nothing personnel. But Silent Hill, I consider to be higher art as far as video games are concerned. Silent Hill 1 to 3 specifically. So when I talk about these games, I think the disconnect I have with a lot of the fans, especially a lot of fans that defend the Western games like Downpour, is that I hold these games to a higher standard. Especially like after 1 to 3, I hold the Silent Hill name to a standard. And if a Silent Hill cannot meet that standard, I'm gonna criticize it for it because of what came before. Because how can I not criticize it based on what came before? It's part of a lineage. That's the point. And I think that's why my disconnect to Silent Hill 4 comes in, is that Silent Hill 4 is schlock. Silent Hill 4 is a Nightmare on Elm Street movie with a really cryptic presentation, which doesn't make it smart, it doesn't make it cerebral, it doesn't make it well considered, well put together, well thought out. It just makes it convoluted, and we'll get to why it's convoluted and why the actual plot doesn't work. Because I've been pretty nice to the plot so far, saying, oh, it's got decent build-up. The problem is that it builds up to fucking nothing, and the delivery leaves a lot to be desired. Let's read this fucking note. What's the phone number to call? Blah blah blah. Last 4 digits of the store's phone number. Oh my god, it tells you exactly what you need to do. Where am I going to get the solution? I know. I'll go back here. Because this is every single fucking puzzle in Silent Hill 4. Every puzzle in this game is reach a roadblock, and if it isn't place item A at location B, it's go to the room and look around. But it's clever. I'm an idiot. I'm wrong. This game is it's an underappreciated masterpiece. I'm clearly mistaken. No, fucking look out the window. Idiot, look out. Thank you. I don't care if someone's knocking. Fuck off. Okay, it's 3750. Groovy. Use the phone that's not plugged in, but it's ghost magic, so he gives a fuck. You know what, defaults? I respect your ambition to try to make Yeek good, but I don't know. Oh, fuck. No, I don't need to call. I need to call later for the second puzzle. It's my bad. 3750 is the keypad combination in there. Okay, that's my bad. I was thinking too far ahead, everyone. Please forgive me. Alright, what do we got over here? Better check on your neighbor soon. See, that's kind of interesting. That's actually legitimately interesting. And let's, we'll see why later, but if anyone's not familiar. But let's check on our neighbor. Yeah, eye hole works now. Don't ask me how, it just does. Okay, so Eileen's kind of tripping balls right there, so, you know, whatever. Have fun, Eileen. We didn't even get to see her shave her armpits. Oh my god, I'm so disappointed. Alright, let's see actually kind of an interesting detail. One of the few times that Silent Hill shows Silent Hill 4 has interesting detail put into it. So if you look across there in like the apartment where the guy's laying down horizontally, excuse me, you can see that's Richard. That is the current Walter Sullivan victim. And he is asleep in his bed like Henry is when he wakes up, because he is entering the dream. Kind of like, again, little touches like that. You can look into his apartment and see... Oh, what's that? Nani? Which floating thing, Rick? There's 2 floating things now. Oh, God. Yeah, it's the current victim. Wow, just wow. I can't even. Current victim. The floating thing was supposed to be a hot air balloon of the Silent Hill 3 mascot, Robbie the Rabbit, who's kind of like an amusement park mascot, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, it was the Robbie the Rabbit. There's a little hot air balloon to him. Yeah, I've never seen that head before. I've never seen that before. So, I have no idea what that was, but that looked awful. Alright, well, there we go. Huh. It's collapsed. Doesn't look like I can get through. I sure hope I don't have to come back here later. Huh. That was loud. Get ready for one of the dumbest visual images of this entire game. Anyone who defends it is wrong. Get ready, folks. We gotta run all the way up. Yeah, I'm critical of Kino Hill 4. I'm an idiot. Silent Hill 4 is an underrated masterpiece. It's actually a criticism of how the player is actually erotic voyeurism. Fucking look at this. Look at this idiot. Look at this dude. And he can't even get up here and hit me, so he does proximity damage. But it's not anything, so who cares? You're welcome. I'm suffering for your sins. This isn't as bad as Eek, but it's pretty close. But look at this! He can't even hit me! Come get me, bitch. I dare you. Come and get me. Come and get me. Come on. Hurt me. Hit me. Fight me. What's this? It's doors 207 from my apartment building. Yeah, it's spooky. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. The ghosts are spooky. And see, but Nitro rad, bro, and he's got like 200,000 subscribers, and he told me the ghosts are the spookiest, scariest enemies ever. They're not dumb. They're not poorly animated. They're not poorly done. They're not awful. They're not stupid. They're not immersion breaking. They're not goofy. They're spooky, bro. You hurt me more, Snake. Do you remember the feeling, Snake? The snapping of flesh and the tearing of bone. I've been waiting for this pain. It's the ripping of flesh and the snapping of bone. I'm incorrect. I'm sorry. Alright. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Nitrorad likes Rule of Rose too, so yeah, maybe he's just got like a soft spot for like these kind of PS2 survival horror games. I don't mean to talk shit, like he's a better content creator than I am with my lazy crap, but just like, how could anyone in good consciousness recommend this? This is awful. Okay, Dave. I have had this conversation. I made the review. I stand by what I said in that video. Not even a review. Flesh Snapper is a good band name. Chick with a ukulele and a boy with a tambourine. No, it's her husband, not her boyfriend. Her boyfriend isn't in the band, because that's dumb. Okay, so, like, yeah, Rule Rose, like, oh, you got a ukulele? Can you play? Yeah, you should learn to play. Like, I like people who can play instruments. I respect that, but, let's talk Rule of Rose. I made my stance on Rule of Rose known. I can't recommend that game to anybody. Like, yeah, like, I cannot recommend Rule of Rose to anyone. It is so fundamentally busted to its core. Like, it's awful. It is one of the worst.
Looks like another one, Captain.
Oh, more. Cool.
Got 121 on his head. It's just like that case from 10 years ago. Yeah, that Walter Sullivan case. But Sullivan's dead. They even got the body. Must be some crazy copycat.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but even so...
Walter Sullivan's dead, boys. Alright, so... there's a man in 207 pointing his finger. My god, that model looks awful. No police. That's an odd detail. Why is there no police in Richard's apartment if Richard just died? So that woman looks like she's contemplating jumping to her death, which I've done many times in thinking about Silent Hill 4. We should start a band. We should call it the Game Cucks. That's our band, Game Cucks, boy. And we'll use it as a recruitment tool to try to get people into... As he's getting into an argument. Yeah, like, I'd agree, Walter. Like, Rule of Rose... Fine, Slip, quit the band. Like, we'll have a massive falling out. We have to give a press tour about you quitting the Game Cucks. Come on. Hey, Eileen. Looking fine, girl. Oh my god. Show me that wrist action. Oh, yeah. Essentially, yeah. Like, a bunch of people, like, two of them in the apartment, a bunch of other randos, and Henry here are all sacrificed to summon the skeleton god. The game chads. Watch Game Cucks be more successful in our day and age. Just because of what idiots value. And just get rid of you, get rid of you. All worthless. All worthless to me. Yeah, but again, I would agree with Rule of Rose, where essentially its best feature is just it's the story, it's the symbolism, it's the visual and art direction. Like, there's a lot of interesting stuff in Rule of Rose, but my fucking god, it missteps the gameplay so hard it is irredeemable. I cannot, for any good consciousness, recommend Rule of Rose, the video game. That being said, it is one of my favorite things to think about. Well, as far as, like, video games go, obviously, like, there's things in real life I like thinking about more, but... But, like I'm saying, just... Rule of Rose is fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating. It's just such a shame that a really fascinating game is locked behind what might be the worst playing survival horror game I've ever played. Like, there's a reason why, to this day, the Rule of Rose in-depth stream still hasn't happened. I can do it at any time. I'm ready for the Rule of Rose stream. I'm prepped. I just don't want to do it, because I'd have to play Rule of Rose again. Ah, the hole, it's bigger and rounder than before. It's just like Eileen's ass. As designed by the art director. I don't even know if she's the art director. Fuck, I'm just talking to my ass at this point. Have you ever played a game so much that your dreams have been happening? It's been happening to you in your dreams? I don't like talking about my dreams when it could be linked back to me, man. Joker dropped. Pro tip, boys: if someone wears the choker, you gotta put up that red flag. Bye.
Looks like my apartment.
Dave.
What the
Dave,
hell is this?
no. What the hell is this, Walter? I don't know what's going on! That's a cool dream, Sticky Rick. I like that. But I don't like talking about my dreams because they're really abstract, and I know the symbolic meaning of them because I study this shit in my free time because I'm a dork. But, you know, whatever. I can't really stop that. If anyone hasn't read it or owned a copy of it, I would recommend the Book of Symbols. It is a beautiful text. If you're into dream analysis, it is an invaluable tool. A lot of Jungian stuff works. Man and His Symbols by Carl Jung and about 5 different other authors who provide supplementary essays. It's all very excellent stuff if you're looking to expand your interest in dream analysis, which I do for my reviews, because I'm a pretentious asshole. You're not actually hearing my voice from my mouth. I'm just putting my butt up to my camera because my head is lodged so far up it echoes out. Does Henry have any fucking emotions? No, because Henry is a blank slate character. Henry, like, my conspiracy, my tinfoil hat idea is that Henry was supposed to be a mute character, like Gordon Freeman. And for whatever reason, during development, when, at least, okay, so we'll get into my opinion. We'll talk about, because we talked about this game's development, it's how... Okay, we'll talk about development in a second. We'll just get this out of the way. So there's Kid Walter. There's the kid part of his mind that's separated. The tulpa, the thought entity, the dream monster. Because Walter's not in this game. He's a dream monster. Okay, it's my door. There's a red paper. Yada fucking yada. There's a dead monster. Let's try to break into Eileen's place. Whatever. Okay, so we'll talk about the development of Silent Hill 4. Like, everyone is... everyone's argued about the development of this game. And what you're saying right there, Dave, how they could pull off a mute character in a Silent Hill, in my opinion, again, this is my opinion, there is no actual factual evidence for the development of this game. I don't think this game was supposed to be a Silent Hill game until the very last minute. I think this was pulled directly from the ass because it was a mandate. And that's why it was out a year after Silent Hill 3. It was rushed out the door with the Silent Hill name and concept plastered onto it. Sup, Walter? And kick your ass. So this is the main villain. This is Walter Sullivan. This is the bad guy. He's just kind of sitting there, just chilling out. Fuck you. I don't think this is supposed to be a Silent Hill game. And the evidence I have in favor of this is actually taken from a Twin Perfect video. Talk, you son of a bitch. Say something. There you go, finally.
I got this from Miss Galvin. A long, long time ago.
Good for you.
She was young.
I don't think this is supposed to be a Silent Hill game. Yeah, like this is a really pretentious Nightmare on Elm Street.
She looked so happy, holding her mother's hand.
If I had to be honest, like,
here,
my evidence is taken from a Twin
I'll
Perfect
give it
video,
to you.
where essentially, if you actually read the interviews when this question is asked to the staff, Team Silent, specifically the director, fuck, what is the director's name? Is it Imamura, or is it fucking Imamura? No, it's not Imamura. God, I don't remember the name of the director of Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 4, but he's a good dude. I like him a lot. You know, he made my favorite game ever. And the interviews with him and Akira Yamaoka, who is the producer of this game and the composer for all the games, and the reason why I think this game was not originally intended to be a Silent Hill game is specifically due to the phrasing of these interviews. Because in every single interview, these guys have given, they will go on, and when they're asked a question, in every interview, they give different answers. This is what's caused the confusion, is that Team Silent themselves is not given a consistent answer. And as we know with Kojima right now, which, again, I know we criticize Kojima a lot, but he went through a lot of stuff when he was working at Konami. He was given a lot of unfair restrictions. And what we know is that, considering he hasn't spoken about Konami, I'm assuming, again, it's all assumption, this is all bullshit. This is all theorizing right now. Take it with a massive grain of salt. I think there is a significant non-disclosure agreement that you have to sign if you work at Konami. So you cannot talk about the actual going on at Konami as a company. Because if Hideo Kojima, who is like the biggest egotist in the world, he has a massive ego and idea of himself, as we can tell from his own games and his own presentation of himself, and he still hasn't said shit about any of the stuff that went down at Konami, especially the development of MGS5, there is a significant non-disclosure agreement. Like, there's some scary legal shit that Konami makes their employees sign if no one who has left that company has talked about that company openly. And the only guys who have, like, face legal action. So There's some scary shit with a non-disclosure agreement if you work at Konami. And that's why I think nobody officially has talked about the development of this game. But if you read, like, if you put on your interpreter hat and you project a little bit, because everybody is in the projection train when they're talking about Silent Hill 4. Is my stream down? Fuck, let's check again. I'm really paranoid after it was down the first time. No, it's not. We're good to go. But if you do a little projection and read between the lines, in every single interview, when the key members of Silent Hill 4's development staff, his back hurts. Hey man, he's just doing a little stretch, you know. He's got to work it out. But every single member of the key staff, Silent Hill 4, as they are talking about Silent Hill 4, when they're asked the question directly, is Silent Hill 4 a Silent Hill game or not? Yes or no? Was it originally intended to be a Silent Hill game? Yes or no? Whenever they answer yes, it is the most wish-washy, inconsistent answer ever. Because the evidence that's used for yes is always answers along the lines of, well, it's sort of like spiritually a Silent Hill game. It was always that way. Or my favorite example of this, and I can't quote it directly because I don't have it up because I'm an unprepared sack of shit, but it was something along the lines of, it was developed very closely to the Silent Hill games, and it's spiritually a horror game, so in that sense, it was always a Silent Hill game. Whenever they answer no, whenever they say it was not a Silent Hill game, it is always a definitive answer. They say no. This was not intended to be a Silent Hill game. It was changed during development to become Silent Hill 4. It was supposed to be Room 302, an original project. And whenever they answer no, it's always a definitive answer. So that's why, in my opinion, because that is the only definitive answer we have, that is the answer. And knowing Konami as we do, I'm pretty sure it was a mandate just to make this game more money because it was rushed a year after Silent Hill 3. This has been my TED Talk on the development of Silent Hill 4. But yeah. It's because they executed the first guy who leaked the Konami code. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. So this is the Shabby Doll. It does nothing. If I put it in the storage in the room, it'll give us an extra haunting. So you know what? We'll do it. This extra content, by gosh, I will provide. The most interesting TED Talk you've ever heard. Well, I mean, I appreciate flattery, but you don't gotta lie to me. That was ranting over nothing. Let's be honest here. All right, dead dogs, go in the hole. Enter the hole, boys. Take the plunge. Fill the void. Whee! It's like that Mario 64 slide. Na 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 na. Yeah, it came out a little over a year after Silent Hill 3. You cannot tell me this game was rushed out the door as fast as it could be. Which during my review I didn't really mention, because as far as I'm concerned that's irrelevant if I'm trying to critique a product. I don't care about the development. But if we're talking about it casually and not giving a fuck, then I can say all day. Come on. There we go. Like, I can just talk all day about how this game's development was absolutely botched, and Konami only has themselves... I blame Konami for this. Just because of the track record we have of that company now. And I wonder... Yeah, I can't see her. I wonder if something happened to Eileen. Thanks, Henry. Paradigm Shift 2070. I've never seen that. I gotta watch that. What's that smell? It's blood. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Vela, tell me. What's going on? The dry splayed blood all over the place. What's that smell? Sweet blood. Sings to me. Ha 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 ha. Alright, let's look out. Okay, I'm gonna watch it as soon as this is done. Hey, Frank. Alright, so I'm gonna watch it when this is done then. But... Okay, I'm glad like you guys enjoy when I'm ranting about Silent Hill stuff, because again, I plan to do every single every single Silent Hill game after 3 that was released on console for the rest of the year. That's the plan for streams. We're gonna do every Silent Hill game I don't like. We're not gonna do the HD collection. We're not gonna do Book of Memories. Those are the 2 exceptions. And Book of Memories, the only exception is because I literally cannot do it because I don't have a PS Vita, and even if I did, I have no idea how to stream that. Wes, Downpour is happening, I promise. It's obviously we gotta do Win Back first. Obviously, but you know. Bye, dog. Okay, fuck. Wait, no, I remember. I fucked up. I wasn't supposed to go this way. I'm an idiot. All endings. Fuck that. Fuck, we are doing all endings. No. No, we are not doing all endings. We're gonna get one ending. I don't even care what ending it is. I don't even give a gosh darn hoot. But after we do Win Back, because that's going to be the first stream game we do with the Elgato, when we get that. Yeah, I did this wrong. The room 302, that's not where you're supposed to go. Where you're supposed to go is right here. See, the problem, Rick, is that you can't make save slots. So you can't save Scum to get endings. That's why I don't want to do it. Is I would basically have to replay the entire game live to get the different endings. So it's like, it's super unfeasible. That's the only reason. But after we do Win Back, god damn, Telltale Walking Dead, all possible variations speedrun. Fucking hell, man. But yeah, after Win Back, we will do Silent Hill Downpour. Because I can do I don't have it on PS Plus. I have it on Xbox 360. So we're going to be doing the 360 port, man. But we'll look up all the endings on YouTube right afterwards. I don't give a fuck. We'll cheat. But essentially, the plan for the year is we're going to do Silent Hill 4. I can emulate Silent Hill, what the hell is that game even called? Silent Hill Origins, Silent Hill 0. We can do that one. Alright, so I'll emulate that one. I can do the PC port of Silent Hill Homecoming because there is a fan fix that actually makes it workable. And run at 60 FPS, so we can do that. And then hopefully by that time, the quarantine will be done. I can get an Elgato. And then we can do Win Back as a fucking refresher because I'm going to be real mad after that Homecoming stream. Then we can do Shattered Memories, hopefully. And actually talk about a Silent Hill game I like, because I love Shattered Memories. I think that's actually a genuinely well done game. And then we'll conclude with Downpour, and I'll drink myself into a coma before the year's end. That's my plan for streaming. Have I played the Silent Hill play novel? No, I have not. I don't have any plans to. It looks interesting. Man, I'm not going to stream Book of Memories. Dave, I appreciate you trying to get me to, but I'm not going to stream Book of Memories, man. I have standards, and I'm not doing a Diablo Silent Hill clone. Fuck. The last few months, Joseph, the guy next door to me who gave me that rare porn magazine, looks like he's been working super hard. Dude, it's a porn magazine. Silent Hill's like about sex and stuff. Did you know? He said if I found another rare one, he'd give it to me, but he hasn't shown his face around much lately. He said he was a journalist and he's always investigating stuff, but I think something strange is going on with him. He's been shut in his apartment. I can hear all these weird noises coming from there. July 1st, Mike. Oh, my beautiful Rachel. What's with the note and the red paper? I thought you'd written a note back to me, but I guess maybe it was somewhere else. He took it along with my best clothes. Those are my best clothes. July 2nd, Mike. Okay, so Mike's kind of a creep. If Joseph was a games journalist, he'd deserve it, but, you know, he's not. So Mike is the Coomer. Mike is the Coomer. That is officially his role. Like, look at these porn magazines everywhere. Look at the blood on this TV. Fucking Coomer. Okay, Bob, take your time. Obviously, like, family comes first. We're in the misery stream right now. We are miserable and not having a good time and being upset because my favorite series is dead. What if I thought Silent Hill was about a disgruntled structural engineer who wanted to teach the world that triangles are really the strongest shape? Fucking, it may as well be. I don't even care. This series is so dead, it's probably even better. Yeah, it's just like Silent Hill 2. I clapped because it was like Silent Hill 2. Did you guys play it? It was so good. But speaking of Silent Hill 2, like, there's actually one kind of interesting bit of lore related to Silent Hill 2. And we'll get to that when we get to it. And it'll light up and my spirit will not be dead. And we'll talk about something I love. So yeah, we'll get to there. Is this guy the super? He was much younger in this picture. There's a key taped to the back of it. Bam, I did it. So good. It's a photo of a nurse. It says, "I love you" on it. There's a key taped to the back of it. Locker of 106. Okay, so if you guys remember, Mike here was talking about a girl named Rachel. And Mike loves Rachel because he's a Coomer. And I guess Rachel fills out his nurse fetish. And this is a nurse with "I love you." So we can assume Rachel is a nurse, okay? Keep that in mind. And remember, Frank Sunderland is the superintendent of this building, who is James Sunderland's father from Silent Hill 2. Magazine line open. Let's read it. Teaching Despair, Wish House. This is a note from Silent Hill 3. And this is a writing complaint I had with Silent Hill 4, is that there was no world building notes. It was all just like puzzle solutions and lore for the specific story. And I don't think the story is very good in this game, so of course the lore doesn't interest me. But this is the only bit of world building we really get. And this is copy pasted from Silent Hill 3. Except in Silent Hill 3 it was called Hope House, not Wish House. Wish House, an orphanage on the outskirts of Silent Hill, but behind its false image is a place where children are kidnapped and brainwashed. Wish House is managed by the Silent Hill Smile Sports Society, a charity organization sometimes called 4S. It's true that 4S is a well-respected charity that takes in poor children without homes and raises them with hope, but at its heart, it is a heathen organization that teaches its own warped dogma in lieu of good religious values. Mr. Smith, temporary, who lives near Wish House, had this to say: "Sometimes at night I can hear their weird prayers, the sounds of children crying. I went there to complain one time, but they ran me out. Since then, it hasn't changed a bit. In fact, this reporter was refused admission when he attempted to take photographs in the facility. What exactly do the folks of Wish House have to hide? During my investigation, I was able to discover, however, a suspicious-looking round concrete tower, which appears a part of their facilities." Okay, so the round concrete tower he's talking about here is the water prison. And this is kind of evidence for the factual interpretation that the entire game takes place in Walter Sullivan's head and kind of his warped memories of places he was in his life. So when he was a child and he was in the cult, he was put into this concrete tower as part of his, quote-unquote re-education. But in his mind, the concrete tower was this massive prism out in the middle of the ocean, or the lake, where no one could get to him. So, fuck, there we go. Oh, we're gonna do are we gonna do the fucking water prison tonight? I don't know, man. We're gonna do at least one more stream after this, because there's still a fair bit of game we gotta get through, but I don't know if we'll get to water prison tonight. Yeah, water prison round 2 is the problem. That's when the water prison becomes the worst level in any video game ever created. Fight me. Unfortunately, no one is willing to tell us what the tower was used for, but it seems unlikely it has anything to do with the business of raising orphans. It may in fact be a prison or a secret place of worship. The cult religion that operates a Wish House is known by the locals simply as the Order, which is actually a mistranslation. Basically, it's supposed to be like the locals are just saying it's this cult. They're saying they're not literally calling it the Order. They're just saying like, oh, it's this thing that idiots around town are doing, and it's really weird. That's it. Like it's always been a mistranslation, so it's not called the Order. The movie is full of shit, whatever. It's a religion that is deeply interwoven into Silent Hill's history, but its worshippers' fervent belief that they are among the elite chosen people has a dark and dangerous side. Well, see, because the whole point of the religion is that it was actually hiding behind the veneer of Christianity, and that's why they operate out of churches in Silent Hill 1 and 3. And the Catholic Church specifically, with a lot of the Catholic imagery in Silent Hill 3. And, oh, excuse me. The cult is never given an explicit name in the original translation. That was just kind of like a mistranslation for Silent Hill 3, and because this is a copy-paste, they put it in here. But overall, apparently, that's just like, it's just supposed to mean, like, religious organization. That's it. Homecoming I give a pass to because Homecoming is a sequel to the movie. That is my opinion. You can't change my mind. Homecoming is a sequel to the movie, so if it calls it The Order, fine. Fine. The movie called The Order, Homecoming calls it The Order. It's a sequel to the movie. But religion and demon overwoven, yada yada yada. And we'll get to Silent Hill 3 eventually, like, I don't know, like fucking 3 years from now. If I'm still doing these videos, I'll probably do a Silent Hill 3 in-depth, but we'll get to specifically what I believe the cult of Silent Hill is, and what the god is, and all that shit, but that's like 3 years down the line. I kind of went over it in the first one, but whatever. I intend to continue my investigation of Witch House and the cult behind it. I've always believed that telling the whole truth and showing the children the true path is our most important duty. Joseph Schreiber. Okay, so Joseph is the guy who was living in Henry's apartment before him. He was a journalist who was doing investigations into the cult. Okay, interesting. Here's my question. Why isn't Joseph the main character of this game? Why did you make him a sacrifice? He has a direct tie to the actual plot. He has a direct reason to be trying to investigate all this shit. He has an actual lore tie to Silent Hill, to past Silent Hill, Silent Hill 3 being a character in one of the world building notes. Why is Henry the main character, not Joseph? Joseph has motivation. I don't fucking know. Why wasn't Eileen the main character? Eileen has a tie to the plot. She's supposed to be like the main villain's mommy GF. You know? I don't fucking know. Yeah, you suppressed your memories of this game. It's your Silent Hill or whatever the fuck. I can't use. What the fuck you mean I can't? Oh yeah, red paper. Oh man, let's put. So we can red paper all throughout the game so far. But what we can do is go to our door and put the red paper under the door. Oh my god, this game is clever. This is an underrated masterpiece. I'm wrong for criticizing it. I'm wrong for saying it's poorly written and not a well-made game and not a well-told story. No, I'm a fucking idiot. And I really hope like people who like Silent Hill 4 aren't upset with how critical I'm being of it. Because again, like, I stand by what I said in that review. If you like Silent Hill 4, that's perfectly acceptable. Oh fuck, let's yeah, yo. We got the 106 locker. Let's use that. Boom. So I love you, Rachel. Mike. Love hers to Mike from Rachel. Okay, so Rachel's a nurse, and Mike was creeping on her, so we know Rachel's a nurse. That's the thing. Okay, remember that, folks. We'll talk about that in a minute here. But let's go back. Let's read those notes, and maybe put some shit away. Who knows? Whee! Alright, loading screen. Can I skip this? Yes, I can. Hooray! Let's go. Alrighty. What do I got in my inventory? Nothing I can get rid of. Okay, let's read these notes. Red paper stuck in here. It was 4 years ago they discovered a body with 1221 carved into it. Right away, I had this terrible feeling I couldn't stop shaking. The victim had been murdered 6 months earlier, but Walter had been dead for 7 years, having committed suicide 3 years prior before the murder. The police think it's a copycat crime and are calling it the Sullivan Case Round 2, but something about it bothered me. May 14th. Okay, so we're getting little bits and pieces about Walter and everything leading up to the events of this game, which is fine. That's fine that we're getting piecemeal information. I figured out the riddle of the numbers. 01121 is actually 1 out of 21. In other words, 1 out of 21. So Walter was planning on killing 21 people, but he never finished the job. He was convicted for the murders of Billy and Miriam Locane, the 7th and 8th victims. Afterwards, he committed suicide in his jail cell. The grisly mass murder of 10 people shocked the world and came to be known as the Walter Sullivan case. There are 2 big puzzles here. The first is, what was the motives for these murders? The second is, why did he kill himself before completing his task? Was he simply insane? May 2nd. Okay, so, again, this is kind of interesting. They're just kind of giving us a little piecemeal information. That's fine. That's cool. You know, whatever. We'll talk about why this doesn't work later. Much later. Probably in the very last stream for this. Alright, let's go check on Big Blood over here. Let's see. You okay? You okay? Hell yeah, man. Flash those goods. Because I'm a pervert, according to Ragnaroks. I'm a pervert who just loves creeping on girls. That's why I interact with this mechanic that doesn't actually make sense for Henry to be a pervert, because Henry has no character, and therefore he is what you push onto him, so you are pushing onto him that he is a pervert, so he becomes a pervert in your analysis. I'm going to look in the corner of this room. Notice how there's no key here. There's no key. No key at all. There's no key I can use. Okay, everyone? Remember that. There's no key there. Do I think Silent Hill 4 could have been better if it wasn't tied to the Silent Hill franchise? I don't know. Like, I think Silent Hill 4 is like gameplay. Its gameplay, its storytelling issues are so tied to the core, you'd have to reroute the entire thing. It would need, like, one, it needed a complete development cycle. Because my problems aren't even that it's tied to Silent Hill. That's not even my problem with it. My problem is that it was clearly rushed out the door and it wasn't carefully considered as much as the other games in the series. That's my issue with Silent Hill 4. You could have made this work as a Silent Hill game. Because, like, if we're just talking the regular lore and stuff, this is an epilogue. This is intended to be a conclusion to the cult storyline of the last figment of the cult still around, which is Walter Sullivan. So, like, this is clearly it's just intended. Alright, apartment keys, it doesn't have room 303 on it. Boom, red paper, got another one, and let's get more red paper. Thank you. Found by Nurse Rachel, returned to room 302, together with the part. Her boyfriend Mike tore it off. Blah, 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 blah. Mike's not the boyfriend, Mike's just a creeper, so whatever. Item around here. Diary. I think what it needed was a complete development, and to not try. I think either it needed to completely throw out every staple of Silent Hill gameplay and build an entirely different experience from the ground up, or it needed to be more traditional. Like it's this halfway point where it's not different enough to where I can give it credit for being different, and at least it is actually trying something new, but it's also different where in the sense that it is throwing out a lot of the things that worked in Silent Hill 1 and 3. Fucking Downpour. Wes, you're just gonna lord Downpour over my fucking head until I play it, aren't you? You're just gonna remind me every day. You're gonna follow me everywhere. I'm gonna be riding the SkyTrain one day. You're gonna be on the opposite side of like a fucking station. You're just gonna scream Downpour and leave. I will never escape it. I can never escape my fate. You only played it last year. That's the worst part. It's been like, it hasn't even been a year. You played in October, if I remember correctly. The red box seems even stranger today. It's giving off a terrible smell. It's disgusting, but I can't throw it away. It must have been around 30 years ago. That young couple was living in the apartment, but one day they just suddenly disappeared. Ran off like thieves in the night. I don't know why. It must have been money troubles, or maybe they got themselves in some kind of trouble. The problem came after that. They took their newborn baby. When they took off, I even found the umbilical cord. They left their newborn baby. I called the ambulance right away, and I heard the baby survived. I don't know what happened to him. Although a few years later, I often saw a young kid hanging around the apartment. One day, he just stopped coming by. But now that I think about it, I bet he was that abandoned baby. And I said nothing, because I'm a fucking loser. It's a horrible story. Abandoning the newborn baby. That all happened in room 302, and the umbilical cord I found there. Well, I still can't get myself to throw it away. Why? Because the plot demands it. That's it. Like, literally the only reason is the plot demands that Frank is a creep who kept an umbilical cord for 30 years in a box. So, the plot literally demands that he does this, so he do. That's it. That's the only reason. 10 out of 10 writing. Amazing. Carefully considered. Fucking brilliant. Fuck this game, man. I hate everyone who says... I hate everyone who tells me that I just don't get it. That I just hate it because it's different. And fortunately, I haven't had those comments yet, but if my video was actually popular, I guarantee I'd get them. I already got that one, guy's like, oh, I disagree with everything you said. Fuck you. So, we're going to talk about Silent Hill 2. If you pay attention to this bar texture, this is actually the bar texture in the Blue Creek apartment building level in Silent Hill 2 that separates Pyramid Head from James when you first see Pyramid Head. Right here. This is the exact same bar texture. And in this apartment, that is not the end of Silent Hill 2 references. Henry, this is Deadman. Listen, you have to escort Eileen. She's really important to the plot. She really is important to the plot, so that raises the question, why wasn't Eileen the main character? She has actual ties and stakes to the story. Okay, so my darling's number. There are some numbers on my phone. Will we press these numbers? No, I won't, because that's annoying as fuck. Get the health thing. Got health kits. This is room 106. I'll spoil it right now. This is Rachel's room. So Rachel, the nurse, this is her apartment that Mike was creeping on. It's a nurse's uniform. The name on it says Rachel. Rachel's apartment. So if you are paying attention to this nurse outfit, this is the bubblehead nurse's outfit from Silent Hill 2. Now, that usually wouldn't be interesting. However, let's keep in mind that James Sunderland's father, Frank Sunderland, is the superintendent of this apartment complex. And a nurse lives here with the exact same outfit that the bubblehead nurses have in Silent Hill 2. I don't know if that means anything, but that's a very bizarre set of links. I don't know why they would just decide to randomly put a little reference in there like that. Could Rachel supposed to be linked to the bubblehead nurses? Who knows? It's obviously retcon, so it doesn't actually matter, but I don't know. It's kind of neat. Alright, moving on. Let's go back to the shit. We're gonna grind out these rooms because literally I forget where the important items are in this. 2 and 3? I don't... there's supposed to be different things in 2 and 3. So it's like... I don't know if they're supposed to be modern. I know in Silent Hill 3, they're supposed to be puppet nurses like Silent Hill 1. But they're like literally puppet strings, so that's why they're bent over the way they are. They represent puppets. And that's why they kind of look like they're marionette dolls. That's kind of the whole point. Was kind of the point of them. But I digress. That's me gonna talk about Silent Hill 3, which is a much better game, and I'd rather talk about that. But we are playing Silent Hill 4, so here we continue. Hooray! And I forget which is the important apartment building, so we gotta go through every single fucking one. They represented James's thirst. I know, and that's why I'm wondering, like, did James cheat on his wife? That's my interpretation there. Did James cheat on Mary with Rachel the nurse because she was available, and that's why the bubblehead nurses are there, being like, hey, this is the broad you bone, James. You fucking putz. This the room I want? It is not. Okay. Do. Items? Items? No items. Items? No, only bugs. Fuck. Okay, well, I'm running away. Yeah, but it's like, why would you import that model at all? Like, that seems like a very deliberate decision. But on the other hand, this is Silent Hill 4, and Silent Hill 4, as we all know, doesn't really deliberately consider anything, because none of this is carefully considered, none of this is consistent. So who knows? It probably means fucking nothing. Because that's Silent Hill 4. That's this game in a nutshell. Alright, nothing back here, great. Hooray! Run over here, Yeah, you're probably right. I'm just putting too much thought. Speaking of annoying roadblocks, look at this. Every single one. Every single one, because these do damage. If I just walk into them, they do damage. The link between PT and Silent Hill 4. Well, I'm honestly not a big fan of PT, so I can't even comment on that, but red paper. Yes, take the red paper, please. Thank you. Dead cat, hooray. But I'm not the biggest fan of Silent Hill 4 or PT. So it's like, I suppose there probably are links I'm just ignorant to, but I'm personally not that invested in the design in either game. So like, in Silent Hill 4, like, I have more investment in because it's a real game. You know, because there's an actual video game to Silent Hill 4. Yeah, like, I'm just making the connection because I'm looking for anything, man. I'm looking for anything to give as a positive. It's a bunch of weapon models from Silent Hill 1 to 3, or 2 and 3 over here. It's cool, I guess. I don't know. I don't care. Let's find items. Nothing here. Nothing here. And... Anything? Books about guns. Richard's an asshole. And we leave. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, like, I've seen countless, I've seen so many fucking defenses of Silent Hill 4. I've seen comment sections on YouTube videos. I've seen full videos. I've seen posts on V. I've seen posts on Reddit. I've seen posts on GameFAQs. I am extremely well versed in the defenses of this game, and in my opinion, I went through every single major defense that exists for Silent Hill 4 in that Silent Hill 4 video. It's like, I tried to give my reasoning for why I think the defenses are invalid, but, you know, who knows? Like, I don't know if it came across well, maybe it didn't, maybe, you know, whatever. Nothing in here. Fantastic. Fuck you, Ghost. Oh, no. Oh, God. He won't leave me alone. Alright, so this guy's a booze hound. Fortunately, I'm not that anymore. I've been quite decent for the last little while. Bloodstained shirt, torn red paper in his pocket. So, of course, I have to get more torn red paper because, like, I have to examine twice to get the item. Oh, no, I'm under attack. Oh, geez. Oh, darn. Gosh darn. Alright, let's go this way. What's in here? Oh, you like Silent 4 video? Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. I worked quite a while on it. Reworked the script a fair bit. It was originally going to be like 2 hours. I cut that thing down because I really wanted to make my argument concise. So I'm really glad that it came out okay and I didn't cut corners so much that it was kind of incomprehensible. So I'm really glad it came out okay. Because this has been one that's been on my mind for many years. I've never understood the defenses and the love for Silent Hill 4. I've never got it, and I just wanted to express, like, no, I'm a fan of Silent Hill. I am a legitimate fan. I just happen to not like this one a lot. I think it's quite poor. And I just wanted to really express why I found it poor. And if you like it, you know what, more power to you. I'm kind of envious. I really wish I was one of those people who could look at Silent Hill 4 and point at something and say, look at that, that's brilliant, that's smart, that's so clever. I wish I was that, but I can't. Because that's dishonest. I don't see anything here. Yeah, it's like, exactly, a lot of people just like look at length and they say, smartest thing ever. So it's like, I could have probably just stretched it out to 2 fucking hours and just given like 20 different examples for every one thing I say about it. And just kind of like phone it in that way. I probably could have done that, but, you know, wouldn't people even pay attention? Because, like, I'm a small-ass channel. I have very niche appeal, so I'd probably just be smarter to appeal to the people who I know enjoy my content and not give a shit if it grows very much. Rather than just try to chase the trend and be like, I'm making a 2-hour video because that sells. Fuck you, dog. You signed your death warrant. Fuck you. Anything? Anything at all? No? Fuck you. You've signed your death warrant, so you've chosen death, I see. And you're dead. Hooray! I did it, everyone. I defeated the Panthers, and I got nothing for it. Yeah, exactly. Like, I kind of tried chasing the trend of that RE6 video a little bit, where I just did the whole summary thing. And even then, like, I don't think it was necessarily like an awful video. Like, I was still trying to write like I write, do what I do. Hey, Walter. How's it going, buddy? I can see Eileen Galvin from here. I'm pretty sure that's room 303. What's she doing in this world? She's gonna get fucking murdered, dumbass. Yeah. Oh, you're approaching me? Well, we got the revolver, the second gun in this game. We're not gonna get any ammo for it for quite a while. So, you know what? We're just gonna hold on to that and probably not use it again. Until the final boss, because that's how this game be. No, I will not take the putter. I have the best melee weapon in the game in my hands right now. Yeah, did you finish Stardust? Did you finish Dio's World? Oh, piss off. Serpentine. Okay, I will... Yeah, all of them are great together. So, you know what? I recommend that. Especially, watch the intros. You better not skip those intros, boy. Oh, God. I gotta do it all again. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'll take the fucking red paper. Yep, I just got hit by the dogs that just kind of like chip damaged me to death. Fucking. Yep. Yep. That's how my life is, boys. That's just how we do. That's my life, you know? Like, sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes, you know? Like, that's just what happens, is that you fucking die because a bunch... For fucking... You gotta laugh because you'll cry if you don't. Yeah, gimme. I want the health kit. I need it. I fucking need it, man. I could've used it, but it's bad resource management. And I can't have bad resource management. Yeah, Quiplash is fun. Quiplash is a lot of fun. It's definitely the best of that collection. Go away. Nope, there we go. Okay. Is this it? No. Okay, so I think I remember what I need to do. I think I remember. Okay, here we go. Just stomp all these boys, because this is mandatory. This is important. I do this. Man, fuck all the time wasters in this game. I should have spent more time talking about it, but it's so annoying. All the dumb nonsense that's just exclusively there to waste your time. Get the fucking... Give me the red paper. Give me the red paper, please. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Just type random stuff and have fun. That's why everyone loves it. Because random stuff is fun. Fuck you, dog. Just go away. Go away. I'm not interested. You wanna fucking die. You wanna die. That it. That it. There we go. Wait, murder trivia? There's serial killer trivia? What the hell? I'd slay at that, man. I'm pretty good at serial killer knowledge. It's very limp-wristed. It's awful. It's almost like this game is... Oh, I'm bad at trivia, but I'm good at serial killer knowledge. I'm pretty adept at that. Well, I'm back in my edgy days when I was reading all that stuff all day. I mean, obviously I'm a little rusty, but I probably still got some decent knowledge, you know? I could probably still crack at that kind of trivia. Oh, fuck off, Ghost. Damn, enter hole, I did it. Oh, we're doing it. Yay! Yay! I got in the hole. It's like a metaphor for childbirth, and I'm going back in the womb because it's arrested development, because this game's actually about anxiety and shit. Oh my god, it's so clever. Got fucked people who analyze Sonic 4. Alright, let's go here. Alright, got a lot of red paper. Let's do some lore reading, boys. I lost the key to Eileen Galvin's room. I gotta find it and bring it back. Let me think. The last place I saw it was it's ripped here and I can't read the rest. Doop. Torn red paper. Oh yeah, I had a really wicked headache that day and just collapsed on the bed. Maybe if I look near the bed in my room, 302's bedroom, I'll find it. I get terrible headaches every day now. It's terrible. What am I gonna do? May 22nd. Okay, so you want to know why I emphasized the side of the bed earlier, how there was nothing at the side of the bed? Because of this fucking note right here. We're going to see why this is bullshit. To read this other fucking note. I picked up the key that Eileen was in the room, 303 must have dropped. I thought I'd return it, but she wasn't home. I guess I'll have to go to the super. May 22nd. Yeah, just in case I forgot what room I lived in, what room I fell asleep in, what room I'm trapped in, I better write that in my fucking journal, since I'm a journalist. Lo and behold, what has magically appeared? Something that wasn't there before, which is just the key to Eileen's place. Wasn't there before, magically fucking appears. Fuck this video game. And here's the problem, is that that's inconsistent, because earlier we had the chocolate milk, and you could have grabbed the chocolate milk at any point. You could have grabbed that from the moment you got control of Henry and just picked it up and put it in the item box, or just had it in your inventory the whole time. So the rules are inconsistent about how the fucking puzzles in this game work. Fuck it. It's awful. Just go back to the... Go witness a scene that I'm going to complain about. This is probably going to be a shorter stream today, because I'm gonna rant like a motherfucker in a minute. In like about 20 minutes here, we're going to go on quite the tangent. And that's probably going to take up the rest of the hour, because we've been going for like an hour 40 right now. It's probably going to be like a full hour of me screaming about this game's terrible presentation and tone-deaf delivery. Fuck off, Ghost. I'm outie. Later. Got the key selected. Alright. Oh, sounds like Eileen's getting her ass kicked. What's happening? So Eileen got really fucked up. She has massive numbers carved into her back. She's bloody. You know, she's clearly struggling to breathe and speak.
Did you find your mommy?
She got her ass kicked. Like, she got beat up real bad.
Dangerous.
That's pretty disturbing. Wouldn't you guys agree?
Get out of here.
Yeah, that girl's got a fat ass. Well, the developers sure agree with you, because keep fucking framing it. Yeah, Wes, I completely agree. Like, why didn't they just have the items available at every point and give context later for notes? That's more satisfying. And you want to know what game actually has something similar to that? Silent Hill 2. Because in Silent Hill 2, every single lock combination, item location, if you knew where it was for repeat playthroughs and you just memorized the game, you can just go grab it like that. The notes were irrelevant to your progression. It was just there for the first playthrough if you didn't know what you were doing. So, like, right off the bat, this is a step back from Silent Hill 2, which was, like, 2001 PS2 game. And this is a 2005. It can't even live up to that standard? Fucking hell. Huh. Sirens, huh? Well, let's go check it out, I guess. Because just have it be a cutscene, because I guess Silent Hill 4 didn't trust me to get up faster. Yeah, not for Richard. No one cared about Richard. So Eileen got her ass kicked. Does that mean Richard's body is just in his apartment and nobody noticed? Who knows? Who even cares? Like, why am I trying to justify this? Who even cares? Alright, well. The window's unbreakable. It's because, you know, it's fucking magic. I don't think I can protect myself. He's truly insane. I can't hold on any longer. His power can't be measured. I was so scared today that I sealed off the back of the storage room. Remember that. That's an important detail for later. I like that they build up to it. I actually like that there's foreshadowing with the layouts of the other apartments, that there's a third room that the previous owner patched over. I like that. It's cool. I wonder if Eileen Galvin is okay. She has no idea what's going on. But she's in danger nevertheless. July 13th. Alright, so let's get this. We take it. Succubus Talisman. Give me the suck, why don't you? Huh. You think you can match me? My energy is pure. I will defeat you, foul succubus demon or whatever. Alright, so let's grab these 4 plates. And remember the plate puzzle from Silent Hill 2 and how that was actually kind of clever because it linked to every single character in the game and you could symbolically infer stuff? What's this? I don't know. The implication is that Eileen is Walter's mom replacement. In the ritual, she's called the Mother Reborn. She's the mommy GF, so he's going to sacrifice her to rebirth his real mommy, which is the room, and he's a medical student, but he somehow still holds on to the illusion that a room is his mom. It's not well written.
So they took the victim to St. Jerome's, huh?
This is
Yeah,
fantastic.
she's
I
not
like
gonna
the
make
scare, actually.
She had numbers in her back, too. Walter Sullivan copycat. Round 3, huh?
Well, they never got the scumbag behind round 2 a few years back. Maybe it's the same guy.
What if 1, 2, and 3? What if they're all the same guy?
What the hell are you talking about? You know Sullivan killed himself. The weird thing is, there were no clues. Crime scenes were always spotless. No fingerprints.
Wait a minute.
No fibers. Nothing. Just a number.
Are you telling me
1, 2, 1.
that hold on, wait. So you be saying that if you die in the dream, you die in real life, and a killer who might have died beforehand came back to seek revenge? This is such a brave original premise. I've never heard of that before in my entire life. It's so genius. Oh my god, bros. I can't even handle it. Yeah, she's not gonna make it. Eileen's dead. Rip in peace, girl. This is the part of the game where it's gonna become an escort pretty soon, Walter. We're getting pretty close, actually. Hole's blocked. Well, we're fucked. Oh well, game over, everyone. Show's over. Henry's dead. He can't do anything. But wait. Some kind of stain. Think of it. It also looks like an evil demon. You know what an evil demon is? A succubus. Be gone, thought. Yeah. Mommy? But yeah, fuck. We're gonna get to a question I have that isn't really satisfactorily answered to me. After he did the ritual of the Holy Assumption, other worlds began to force their way into his universe and began to swell horribly. But his universe is different than ours. It has limits. And the limits for that universe, he rules as king, and in the deepest part of his kingdom is his mother. So we gotta go find Walter's mommy, GF. We gotta go kick her ass. Alright, put you there. Put you there. Put you there. And we'll put you there in a second. Yeah, we'll put you there. We'll talk about it as the hole shows up. Shazam, I created a new hole. Oh my god. So here's my question. If Walter is in... Well, actually, default, the reason why he can't go through the hole is because magic. That's it. It's a magic hole, and he can't actually. The hole's not there for Eileen, but it's there for Henry because magic. And the hole wasn't also there when Henry bought the place because magic. Don't question it. Yeah, like, Nightmare on Elm Street wasn't entirely original all of itself, but, like, I'm mostly just lampooning the people who go on about how you don't like Silent Hill 4 because it's different and it's original. So, like, I'm just lampooning that argument. That's just kind of what I'm doing. Yeah, the hole is there because Henry's actually a pervert, and by extension, you, the player, are a pervert, because you're looking over the one thing that's actually providing some sort of interaction, because you're interested in the story, so you're trying to get story context, because story context happens both when you look out the window and when you look out the people, so it makes sense that there would be story context when you look through the people to Eileen's place, right? That makes sense. That's reasonable. And here's the thing, story context did happen. We got conversations with the police. We got other shit like that. But no, know, I am a pervert as the player because I'm peeking on Eileen. I'm such a psycho. I'm so irredeemable. I'm #damaged. Tattoo that shit on my forehead so you know. Fuck me. Another plot thing, if Walter's in control of the dream universe, why on earth would he ever give Henry a chance to escape? Why is this here? How would Henry have the chance to escape? Henry is the receiver of wisdom. All he had to do was watch the murders and see it happen, right? Well, he saw the murders. He saw them all happen, right? So why is Henry given a chance to live? He's cornered in the apartment. Walter can come kick his ass right now. Fuck. And, like, the argument could be like, Walter's, like, he's self-defeating. He wants to kind of lose because he's crazy, he's damaged. But, like, we don't know enough about Walter as a human being. Like, we don't know enough about Walter as a human being to really infer much about his character, about why he would give himself chances to fail. Because so far, like, why this hole is here makes no rational sense within the limits of the story. Why is it here? Who fucking knows? It just is. Yeah, cornered in the apartment.
Silly boy, the door's locked. You can't go anywhere now. It's just you and me now, silly boy. Forever.
Alright, so, like, another thing is, okay, I agree, Walter, like, overall, the whole stuff doesn't bother me, because there is consistency with the series where characters see things that other characters do not see or cannot interact with. Like, there is consistency within the setting for that, so that's fine. I'll give a pass to that. My problem boils down to, like, everything altogether, and the interpretation that the player is a pervert, and it's an intentional criticism of the player because they're looking through an interactive object when you're supposed to be in the shoes of someone who's been trapped in their apartment for 5 days. And Wes brings up a point there saying, I'd probably look through the hole. And the answer is, yeah, I'd look through the hole too. And you want to know why I would look through the hole? Is like, you know, like, sorry, I was reading chat for a second there, but like saying that Henry has to look through the hole, the reason why I think Henry's looking through the hole is, if I'm just being blunt, he's been trapped in a room for 5 days with 0 human contact. He cannot leave because of supernatural bullshit. Nobody can hear him when he's banging on his door a bit, even when they're standing in front of his people trying to get in. If he bangs on his door, they can't hear him. He is stuck. He is isolated, and the only people that he can see and can interact with him are in a nightmare world where they die. Of fucking course, he's gonna do everything possible to try to get out, even if that's look through a hole. He's gonna do everything to look around, like, what changed? What changed? What changed? Is there anything new? Especially when it's established that things are just randomly appearing new every single time. Of course he's gonna look at everything. It's like that entire justification of Henry is a pervert, therefore the player is a pervert because the game is a criticism of the male gaze and video games, yada yada yada. That's so fucking faulty within the exact context of this story. If you want to make a story criticizing male gaze, fucking do whatever the hell you want. I don't care, you know? But this is not it. And if it is one of the worst executed versions I've ever seen of it. Fuck. Okay, so Girl Dunes will never take my mana by locking me in a room.
Haha, unless. I'm glad you put that unless in there, silly boy. Giving me a little out.
Yeah, exactly. It's very convenient. Like, oh, Henry only had to be the receiver of wisdom for 5 of the murders? Why didn't he have to receive the wisdom of any more? Why is it only this amount? Calm down, Dave. It's fine. It's fine. Like, look, if you guys didn't set up these dominoes for me, right? I wouldn't knock him down.
So just don't set up the dominoes, silly boys.
But, and that's the thing, like, Eileen is still alive. That is fair. But that's a fair argument, true. But the idea that Eileen is still alive is itself, like, okay, did they write it that way? And if so, like, if Eileen's supposed to die, why is it taking so long? Like, fuck. Okay, yeah, like, I want, like, okay, I look at the fat ass. You know, that's fine. The game clearly intended for you to look at the fat ass. That's why she's designed the way she is. But it's just that Ragnarok's argument of, the entire game is supposed to be a criticism of your fetish of Eileen, which is one of his two main arguments in that villain. In that video, excuse me. One of his two main arguments is that it's a criticism of male gaze, specifically on Eileen, and their players' erotic voyeurism. It's like, no, that's not the context at all. It's like, the implication is that Henry... I'll shut the fuck up, because this is another scene we'll get to. Yep. You heard it, folks. He is breathing like he is having the time of his life, and he's cutting up lady bodies, specifically the womb. You saw it. You confirmed it. There you go, folks. Silent Hill 4's main villain gets his rocks off of lady bodies, okay? It is confirmed. That's probably why his murders of the female victims are as brutal as they are, okay? He gets off on it. That is his fetish. Sexual themes are elements of Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 3, and arguably Silent Hill 1. There you go. He gets off on it. We'll talk about why that's a problem later. No, I agree. Like, no, I like the lady bodies too, Wes. I completely concur with you. I don't like cutting up lady bodies. I like them alive and healthy, thank you very much, and, like, happy to see me as well. You know? Like, that's kind of my preference. Maybe I'm crazy, but, you know, I like a lady body that is happy to see me and healthy and alive. That's kind of my interest, but, you know, it's Walter here seems to march to the beat of his own drum. Whatever, let's look at another terrible sound design thing. Oh, big scary enemy, right? Yep, burping enemies. Burping nurses, isn't that great? What in God's name is he doing? He was cooming as hard as he could. Ah, what a fucking casual. You know what, Dave? Maybe I am a casual. Maybe that's my problem with Love Life, is that I'm a huge cat. Where was that hobo from the cutscene? He's gone. He disappeared. He disappeared to the Shadow Realm. I don't fucking know, dude. Like, who even knows, man? Who even knows with this game? Go away. This is my house. Nope, no one here. Okay, sweet. Yeah, Kira Yamaoka may have been trying to tell us something. Alright, well, we got a nutrition drink, so that's alright. Yeah, like, that's probably it, Dave. You're probably right, that's what it is, but it sounds awful. Like, it sounds legitimately terrible. God, we got on such a tangent, I don't even remember the point I was trying to make earlier. Reading a bunch of Junji Ito there, Dave. Yeah, probably. I don't know. Like, I don't even remember the point I was trying to make before I was just screaming about how burps are dumb. I don't even remember what I was trying to say, so let's move on and hope that I remember something of value to talk about. Okay, so as you can see here in those pictures, if you actually look, Eileen got screwed up. Pretty bad. Like, Eileen got beat. No, she got beat up. She got her ass kicked. The point was something about fat asses. Yep. Eileen, are you still alive? That line isn't voiced for whatever reason. But this one is. Like, again, like, Eileen got her ass kicked. That's the point of that scene. So Eileen was beat severely, and she was designed specifically to be a erotic element to a serial killer who gets off on doing bad things to lady bodies, okay? Alright, everyone on the same page? Fantastic. Yeah, I was talking about the perversion argument. Yeah, I think I said all I need to say. It's a faulty argument, and it's nothing but projection on Ragnarok's part. Like, I like Ragnarok. I respect him a lot. He's an excellent content creator, but I feel in that Silent Hill 4 video, he is so off base, it's actually insulting. Like, it is actually insulting. He is telling me, as a player of Silent Hill 4, that I am a pervert because I am interacting with the mechanics, despite the fact that contextually that makes no sense. Whatever. Like, he was just having an off video. Like, Lord knows if you go back through my catalog, I probably have said some nonsensical things too. Have I ever played Cry of Fear? Yes, I have. In terms of atmosphere, a lot of inspiration from Silent Hill 4. I think that game's like straight up trying to be Silent Hill 2 more than anything. Especially a lot of the whole, enemy design feels very Silent Hill 2-esque, but I don't know, like, it's very just Silent Hill in general, so it's like just going for like a general series vibe, because if nothing else, like, Silent Hill 4 does have the atmosphere and the tone for the most part. Like, I'd say like 75% of the way there, it is close to the first three games, but we'll talk about some areas where it drops the ball. Specifically, it's the female characters, and we'll get to that in a little bit here. Alright, so Eileen got her ass kicked. Nurse is like, yo, I hope Eileen doesn't die. Alright, let's go in here. Have I gone in here? Yes, I have. Wait, cutscenes. And yes, we needed a cutscene for this, everybody. This is vital content to see that. See, the thing with Spec Ops is that I think there's some mischaracterization of Spec Ops where it's directly saying the player is wrong. I think it's more talking about the genre is wrong, and especially in its portrayal of modern military stuff. It's like, see, I'd have to play Spec Ops again. I haven't played it since I played it a month after it came out. I bought it used when I heard a lot of people talking about it. I still have my copy of it, but to my knowledge, like, I think Spec Ops isn't about, like, I think there's definitely an element of feel bad player, which obviously, like, I think is kind of faulty, as many people have pointed out, but I think largely the point of Spec Ops isn't about specifically the player, it's more about the genre it takes part in. Like, it unironically is, it is done on, excuse me, it unironically is a postmodern video game. Like, it's not in the yick sense either. It's like, it's actually a postmodern video game, for better or for worse. Like, Spec Ops has a lot of problems, but I think it is a fascinating game, if nothing else. Which, coming from me, should set up some red flags, because I've said fascinating things to some literal garbage like Rule of Rose before, so, grain of salt approach with what I'm saying, but voyeurism was also done in Shattered Memories. The only thing I can really say about that is I disagree. I disagree as a criticism as much as it is an element to have a specific ending which recontextualizes part of another character, which I'm not going to spoil Shattered Memories because we're not talking about Shattered Memories, and I think the elements where voyeurism is an aspect of Shattered Memories is much better handled, specifically the scene with Lisa when she's changing. I think that is much better handled because, alright, here's the thing, is that scene with Lisa changing, where you can peek into her room as she changes in the mirror and see her in her underpants and everything, I didn't even know that was a thing until someone pointed that out to me. I actually had to have that told to me because, like, naturally I'm just the kind of, like, I guess, like, just unconsciously, whenever people are in, like, you know, in, like, the lewd or something like that, like, inherently my instinct is to look away. And as I was playing that game, I just naturally looked away. I looked at other things around her room. I did not think to look in the apartment room that she just walked into. I had to be told by looking on wikis and talking about it on, like, fucking GameFAQs and everything that that's an aspect of the game. And I found that fascinating. Yeah, like, I think Shattered Memories handles it much better because, one, it's not as much as a criticism as much as it is an element. It's not a direct argument. It's not trying to make a point, which, if Silent Hill 4 is trying to make a point, it's inconsistent and poorly handled. But it's just an element that plays into the larger message and themes of Shattered Memories, which are well done. Again, like, Shattered Memories, if nothing else, is one of the best written games I've played in the last... Oh, no, that game came out in 2009. That's over a decade old. Oh, shit. Oh, well, the years, they're coming on me. Bags, Eileen's. We'll take it so as I can demonstrate that you never want to give Eileen her bag. Yeah, you're tearing me apart, Lisa. Oh, the room. Such trash. I love it. Alright, so here's the thing. This camera angle implies that this note is important, right? It's a baby's medical chart. Nothing. It means nothing. It isn't anything. Alright. Remember this. And let's go, ladies. Eat it. Yeah, Lisa likes you peeping. What a perv. Yeah. Yeah, Lisa's such a pervert. God, like, Shattered Memories, I'm actually looking forward to playing Shattered Memories again for that playthrough, because Shattered Memories, that's actually going to be an in-depth. I'm going to do work for that one, because Shattered Memories is quite good. It's not, like, the deepest thing in the world. It's very surface level with what it's about, and it's very on the nose, but, you know, what it's about, I think it's extremely well done and extremely well constructed. Like, you don't need to be subtle. You don't need to be, you know, a subtle story for me to like you. But then we have Silent Hill 4 here, which has evil wheelchairs, and these evil wheelchairs are rolling around, and they'll knock my Henry over like that, and they do proximity damage because they're haunted wheelchairs. They're possessed by ghosts, and they go in and out of rooms, and as you can see, they do proximity damage, so being near to you does damage. God, Silent Hill 4 is terrible. As you can see, they're really dumping health items on me right now. And the reason for that is because this is the part of the game where you will no longer be healed by the room. Nothing here. So all the rooms in this hallway are randomly generated. Yeah, wheelchair's gonna take out my shins. All the rooms here are randomly generated, so... Oh, my bad. I basically just gotta go up and down and hope I find the one I'm looking for. Someone on the other side of the bar now, but they're not moving. Is a dead body. Probably. I mean, you're basically in hell, Henry. Yeah, in Soviet Russia, we'll shall cripple you. Well, later, girls. Oh, locked. That's where Eileen is. Yeah, well, there's nothing in those foreskin monsters, so I'm just gonna ignore them. Some of it is fine. It's just like, a lot of it is just weird, creepy imagery for the sake of weird, creepy imagery. And it doesn't feel as, like, purposeful and as symbolic and meaningful as Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3 did. Like, I don't know, like, Silent 4 is much more of a mishmash, be scared kind of thing, and that's what I don't like about it. Specifically with just the nature of the hauntings themselves, which we'll get to probably next stream when they start becoming a thing. So let's look at a big scare that's really famous. Hey, girl. I can get into some facial scarring. It's okay. I ain't picky. Oh, she's getting her rocks off, boy. She just loves this Henry. Look at him. She can't take her eyes off him. Hey, girl. How you doing? Like my axe swings? Oh, she loves that, dude. She's so impressed by Henry's ability to swing that axe. What is the point of this head? According to Ragnarok's, the point is to mock you for your erotic fixation on Eileen, which, if it is, as I've said in my, 5-minute rant earlier, that is a faulty thing to criticize the player for, and is a faulty thing to contextually criticize Henry for. Oh yeah, if you guys want to bring Eileen here, we'll fucking bring Eileen here. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, if it wants to be, erotic fixation, just have a gigantic butt here, or something like that. I don't know. It's less subtle than everything. Yeah, these are Eileen's x-rays. Eileen got her ass kicked. Yeah, we'll bring Eileen here. We'll do a little experiment, and when I find the room we gotta do, we'll bring Eileen. It'll be fun. We'll have fun. Later. Yeah, Silent Hill 3, period, was just so much better. Silent Hill 3 is just the better game in every way, and everyone who says Silent Hill 3 isn't, and Silent Hill 3 is poopy bad, and Silent Hill 3 is lackluster compared to 4, which is the real underrated masterpiece. I just want to slap upside the head. I hate him. That's a terrible smell. What's behind this cloth? It's Walter's body symbolically. I don't give a shit. Every room? Yes, I have to check every room because these rooms are randomly generated. So I don't know which room has the key to the one that is in the dead center there, fourth up from the bottom. I don't know where the key is, so we gotta look for it. Randomly generated rooms. Nothing in here. Oh yeah. Later. There we go. Well, we got that. Is this it? Nope. It is Holy Candle. We're gonna need that. Yes, I want to take that. Oh yeah, the room is a sticky floor. Fortunately, I don't need to go in there, so I can ignore that. Saint Medallion. Yes, I'll take that. And we need to not take any more items, because we need that key. And here it is, everybody. Is Silent Hill 3 the best game in the series? Maybe. I think Silent Hill 3 does things a lot better than a lot of the other games. I think Silent Hill 3 is like the best gameplay game in the series, bar none. It plays the best of any of the Silent Hill games, which is why jumping from Silent Hill 3 to Silent Hill 4 is just so bizarre. But yeah, like Silent Hill 3's got a lot going for it. So, you know, is it the best one? I don't know. I go over that in my head all the time. It's between 2 and 3. I think both of them have elements over the other, but yeah, like Dave and I have talked about this a bit. Like he's like Silent Hill 3, 1, 2, and I am Silent Hill probably 2, 3, 1. I think if I had to really pick gun to my head, I'd pick 2. So 2, 3, 1's my order. Dave picks 3, 1, 2, and we talked about that a little bit. So yeah, like it's you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with the trilogy, but you can go wrong with Silent Hill 4. So let's look at Eileen, and so Eileen got beat up. Well, I'm just establishing that again because we're gonna talk about something in a little bit here, and then we're probably gonna get to the next world and call the stream because we're gonna be sitting here and chatting for a little bit.
Eileen, relax.
Okay, so I just had to like mute just for a little bit there because I want everyone to hear. I love that Henry's idea for calming this woman down who was just like brutally beaten by a serial killer is to choke her out from the back and just go right behind her and put her in the fucking armbar and chokehold.
I don't know where to
like,
start.
Relax, Eileen!
There was this strange hole in my room.
Oh, Henry.
I saw people getting killed.
Yeah, the best way to make someone relax is grab them by the waist and neck and just tell them, relax, Eileen. It's fine. Silent Hill 2 was a more melancholy game. There's just a lot of the Silent Hill 2 that hits me right, and we'll get to that
kid with you.
eventually, probably next year, since I'll take a break from Silent Hill after this fucking marathon. Do you think Eileen will ever smell the inside of her cast when she's done with it? Well, I mean, in the good ending, Henry and Eileen start dating, so I guess, like, if Henry's into that, Eileen will be like, yo, man, it's cool.
I'm sorry I didn't believe you. I guess there's something wrong with me.
Yeah, Dave, I'm sorry, man. I had that misconception too. I played this game when I was a younger boy, and I thought like, oh, Henry's doing nothing wrong. That's clearly what you're supposed to do. And you know, like I had talked to the police a couple times. It was really awkward.
And you die in the real world too. Anyway.
Yeah, so it's like you die in here, you die in the real world. You die in the dream, you die in real life. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay.
Welcome to prime time, bitch. So Eileen's our escort character now. So she can have a weapon, but here's the thing. Eileen has a bloodlust that would make the Doomslayer blush. So if I give her that, she's just going to go hog wild and kick ass and never follow me through doors. So we're just going to have to tell Eileen to chill out. Let's go to the giant head. Come on, Eileen. Anything to say, girl? Anything to say? Anything at all? Also, you can probably tell...
This is a nightmare. It can't be happening.
It's happening, girl. But, you know, could you just face that direction still, please? Like, I just want to point out something. Just have a good look at something quickly before we head out. So yeah, she was specifically designed to have a big fat ass. That is literally what the art director said, and the art director is named Naomi Hara, and she is a female art director. Berserker Mirage! Well, get knocked out. Damn. Henry drives. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, wasn't a problem. Later. Do. Okay, so this is our escort character for the whole game. I'm walking now, because if you run, Eileen quickly loses the ability to catch up with you. Like, let's see, can I run to the end of the hall before Eileen gets me? As you can see, Eileen is not the fastest, because, you know, Hop-Along Holly over here got beaten up by a serial killer. Yeah, of course, I'm a pervert because I'm staring at the giant scary head. You know, it's criticism of my erotic voyeurism. It's my bad. My bad, everyone. I'm sorry. I'm the pervert here. I'm clearly just guilty of the male gaze. I'm the problem. Silent Hill 4 is an underappreciated masterpiece and a gem. Eileen, could you please follow me down the stairs, sweetie? Thank you. Alright, well. And kaboom! Ha! Abuse that iframe advantage, kids. Boom! Eat it. Get smoked. Alright, let's go in here. So, where's the hole? Not in here. We gotta find that hole. Hey, Elaine. So the whole game is gonna be an escort quest from now on, and it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse in a second, folks. Okay, so we're gonna go back to my house, and we're gonna, like, do time speed runs of Resident Evil 2, and it's gonna be fun. And that's where my dates usually end. And we wake up, and... You get dates? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Eileen's gone. I guess she just can't come to my place. Damn it. I must have scared her off with that Resident Evil 2 talk. Casual. That's what my dates usually take off as oil loading grinding. Oh yeah, like, oh, sorry about that, babe. I thought you were one of them. Oh, Gendo. Alright, let's go find the hauntings. Because you can see, I'm no longer healing because shit's going bad. Room feels heavy because shit's haunted. Oh no! Ceiling fan's fallen, the room's so oppressive. And turn on the radio here. Nothing. So a lot of people don't know this, but the radio technically is a part of Silent Hill 4. If you turn this on, it will play the static when there's a haunting in the apartment. So technically the radio is in this game. That's from Resident Evil 2. That is Gendo when he... not Gendo, sorry. Kendo, when he meets Claire and Leon in the gun store, and he stops them, and it was like, oh, sorry about that. And he's like, sorry about that, bud. If you're playing as, what's his name? If you're playing as Leon, if you're playing as Claire, it's like, oh, sorry about that, babe. I'm hitting on you, because I'm a creep. Okay. Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's coming in on my OBS. A-okay. Should be alright. Yeah, that's Mr. Kendo to you. You've seen that world too as well, the horrible nightmare. But if you get sucked into it, it's not just a nightmare. Don't get lost in there. If you get pulled in, you'll be killed. Nightmare on Elm Street. But there's still hope. Maybe a small key will guide you. You've seen the door with the placard set in it. Look to the other side of the door. Then keep going down to the deepest part of him and look for the ultimate truth. July 20th, Joseph. Bob up. Alright, small key. Alright, well, back we go, I guess. Save the game so I don't get my ass kicked, just in case. Is the game nearly over? Ha! You'll see. You will fucking see, Default. You will see why Silent Hill 4 is poop and the worst, and you'll get this in a second. So first, let's talk about why Eileen's fucked up. So we are playing a game where there's only 2 female characters in the cast. There's 2 female characters, okay? And where the main antagonist of this game is a serial killer who, despite the fact that the game is going to go on and on about how we need to feel bad for him and he's so sympathetic, and I guess I should shut the fuck up because there was a cutscene, but this just establishes that Eileen can't go through the holes. She's trapped here. She's scared. And we're getting some, like, hot, you know, fucking
Henry.
ankle bandage action in case you have a cripple fetish or something. But...
Have you been here the whole time?
Like,
Yeah.
this is the best song in
And
the
I
game,
didn't
by the
see
way. It's a
any hole
Wounded War
either.
song. This is the best song in the entire game, it's
just
great, but...
Disappeared all of a sudden.
So...
I
But...
can't stay
Okay, so we
here by
got the 2
myself.
female characters
I'm
who
cursed.
get... They
know
get
it.
beaten up
What am I gonna do?
severely. Like,
might
she has
know where to
carved
save you.
numbers in her back, her arm is broken,
know
her
that
leg and
someone
her other
named
arm are
Joseph?
screwed up, her eye is busted, she's bruised and bleeding over, so she got beat up mercilessly.
He was the guy.
You want to know what her bonus costume is? What her secret hidden complete the game bonus is?
He was a journalist.
Eileen here wears a nurse's outfit.
He disappeared about.
A sexy
months
nurse
before you moved
outfit.
in.
All revealing them titties and them fat ass.
Toward the end.
You know what I mean? Isn't that what everyone wants? Isn't that what all men want?
Yeah. He was doing an investigation about a religious cult and a man named...
How
Walter
fucking
Sullivan.
tone deaf could you fucking be
I got
to
this
actually
letter
present
from him.
your lead female character,
told
and like
me to
one of
go
2 female
down-
characters, as
down
things
to the
that
deepest
exist
part of him.
exclusively
And to look for the ultimate
to
truth.
be like, one, they exist in the story exclusively
do
to be
that.
victims to a sex
There
criminal.
must be something down
That's
there.
what Walter is. He's a fucking sex criminal. That's what serial killers are. They are fucking sex criminals. Sexual homicide is the original name of serial
Do it.
murder.
You're the only chance I've
Yeah, a
got.
sexy nurse outfit, complete with a busted arm,
I'll stick with you.
bruised other arm, busted eye, fucked up leg, hobbling along like hop along fucking Holly. And then you got the sexy outfit too, the sexy lingerie for Cynthia too, who also gets beaten up brutally and beaten to fucking death, mind you. Yeah, it is absurd, Dave, but I will go further. I don't think that's absurd. I think that's fucking tone deaf. That is actually just actually kind of uncomfortable. We are fetishizing this character who is a victim of a sexual criminal. That's what Walter is. And we are sexualizing her in a fucking nurse's outfit? Complete with the bruises and the blood and the busted body? Are you serious? Is this what Silent Hill is about now? Let's compare that to how Alessa was portrayed in Silent Hill 1. She wasn't sexualized. She wasn't portrayed as anything other than that. If the closest thing you see to Alessa is a burnt fucking husk, there's nothing meant to be vaguely erotic about that. Let's compare that to the other female characters in the game. Like, the closest you can argue is Sybil wears tight pants. That's the closest you can argue in Silent Hill 1. Let's compare that with Silent Hill 2. Angela, sexuality is a specific part of her character arc and her character. Not sexualized. She is not depicted in a way showing off them titties and fat asses, because that would be so disgusting and tone deaf that they could never get away with presenting that. Silent Silent Hill fucking 3. Again, Silent 4. We'll continue. No, Silent 2. Silent 2. We'll continue Silent 2. Maria was sexualized. Maria was portrayed in that light. But there was an actual contextual reason for that. You want a game that's actually criticizing... Shut the fuck up, Eileen. You want a game that's actually criticizing the male gaze and actually... Yeah, Dave's just into burnt husk ladies. You know what, man? You do you. You do you. I'm not gonna be as judgmental as I was last stream. But... like... But Maria, like, if you want a game like it's not Silent 4 that's actually a criticism of male sexuality, but specifically for a character, it is a criticism of this character that we have developed, it is Silent Hill 2. Maria is sexually developed that way as a mockery, as a blasphemy, as an intentional jab to torment someone. That is the point of her design. And on top of that, even with her sexualized design, look at that character model again. Maria isn't exactly like the most Maxim CoverGirl girl ever. She looks like a regular lady just wearing skimpy outfits. Like she doesn't have like gigantic titties and gigantic wide hips and fat ass or anything. She just looks like a regular lady, just wearing kind of revealing outfit. But that was the point. It was intentionally designed that way for a purpose. And okay, Walter, if it was a critique of the male gaze, why was she intentionally designed to have a gigantic fat ass and be as curvaceous as possible? Why are the only two female characters in this game designed to have gigantic fat asses and be curvaceous as possible? And be as revealing as possible. And the only other one is as intentionally lewd as possible. Is intentionally just sleeping around and she's loose as shit. Oh my god, loose Latina. Oh, hands in the air. And it's the only two female characters in the game are like that. If this was supposed to be some sort of criticism, could she have someone to off balance that? I think it's just a shitty decision. No. If it's your theory, you're just trying to workshop live right now. I've just been thinking about this for a few months as I wrote that script, and if anything, I should move fucking around so my controller doesn't die. But if anything, that is the number one thing of Silent Hill 4 that fucking infuriates me. Is the entire argument, especially when I was told this is a critique of the male gaze. Fuck you, this is the male gaze. If you want to use that language around me, this is a prime example of that. You should be criticizing it for its use of it. You should not be saying it is a critique, it's a deconstruction, it's this postmodern masterpiece, it's an underrated gem, and I'm just an idiot for criticizing it. Fuck you. No, it's not. I'm sorry, everyone. This actually makes me mad. This is so tone deaf to actual victims of serial murder, to actual people who go through this crap. It's tone deaf. It is completely tone deaf, and the fact that people defend it is the most asinine shit to me. I gotta go through the fucking elevator still. But I still stand by what I said. If you like Silent Hill 4, you are entitled to your opinion. This is just me just ranting and being picky. I don't mean to be that guy. Yeah, and Rachel's fucking the same thing. Yeah, why isn't there goofy costumes? Haunting Ground, which is the ultimate of, sexy injured girl, weird fantasy game. Has a frog outfit where you can just make what's her name? Make Fiona dress as a giant frog. That's fun. That's goofy. Speaking of fun and goofy, let's fuck up some burping nurses. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jonathan, you and me, we talk on PMs, I am not that kind of guy. I don't talk about this kind of crap and be this game is misogynist, this game is, whateverist. I'm not that kind of guy because like I don't want to be that kind of guy. I don't want to like my videos are usually like I'm critiquing stuff, but I try to provide something of an escape. And obviously, like, it's mostly just because like I don't feel qualified. I don't feel qualified to talk about issues like that usually. But when it's something like this, when it is one, I love Silent Hill, and it's so blatantly done poorly. It is so fucking the fucking nurses do a berserker barrage. Let's go, bub. But when it's done this poorly, and it's so in your face with how poor it is, and you have defenders of the game glossing over that shit and just saying, nope, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. You're wrong for liking it. You're an idiot for not liking it. Sorry, you're wrong for not liking it. You're an idiot for not liking it. You don't get it because you don't like it. You just don't like it because it's different. No, I don't like it because it's a shitty game that's tone deaf. And we're gonna get to other reasons why the story falls flat on its fucking face, because I've established why the gameplay sucks. Let's read this fucking note. Ever downward. Fuck you. Fiona's big tits indeed. Madam President of the Big Titty Committee. So you got mannequins in cages, because serial killer is scary, right? Serial killers love mannequins. I saw Maniac. And look, I'm just gonna run, I'm gonna run a little bit, I'm gonna turn around. Come on buddy, come on, hop along, Holly, let's go. So we're probably gonna call the stream in a minute here. We're gonna call the stream. Because this is gonna get bad. We're gonna get to the end game, and I don't know if I want to do 2 streams again for this, or if I just want to do an extra long XL version where we sit down, we just finish the whole fucking game. Because if you think I'm mad now, you think I'm upset now, just you wait. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have some fucking fun, let me tell you. There's a haunting. Oh fucking no. Let me go fucking solve it or whatever. Yeah, like, but Jonathan, mannequins are scary and they're serial killers, bro. Who would waste 6 hours of the stream? Okay, Silent Hill 4 or Death Stranding, which is worse? Very bad feeling all over. Blah, 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 blah. There you go. Alright, this is the haunting mechanic, okay? This is the haunting mechanic. I did it. I beat the haunting, everyone. It doesn't matter what the fucking haunting is. It doesn't actually matter what it is. You beat it by just doing the same thing every time. It's a stupid, lazy mechanic. We'll move on. That's it. That's literally the hauntings. You put like a candle in front of it, or you get another item and you stand in front of it, and that's it. Those are the scary hauntings that this game is famous for. Fuck you, Robbie. I'll kick your ass. Honestly, I don't know. Because, like, Death Stranding, at the very least, like, there's production there, you know what I mean? We'll take one of you, just in case. Just be careful. There's production in Death Stranding, and there's this game. I think it's because, like, at Death Stranding, I don't give a shit. And with Silent Hill, I give so much of a shit that when I see this, I just get furious. Yeah, like, silly costumes are a tradition in survival horror games. And you know what other game had silly costumes? Silent Hill 3. Silent Hill 3 had Princess Heart, which was like a silly Sailor Moon thing. It had t-shirts that referenced like artwork of Silent Hill, some Konami games. Like Silent Hill 3 had like a Metal Gear 2 t-shirt. That was pretty cool. And then it had another one, which is just like Douglas, and he's just in his boxers. It's just something stupid like that. It was for the Konami code. If you put the Konami code in Silent Hill 3, you got Douglas in his boxers. It was fucking dumb. It was fucking fun. Yeah, like, but I don't fucking know, man. Yeah, so I was just ranting for a while, like probably 20 minutes about the female character thing. I stand by that. I find it insane how of all fucking people, dumb chuckle fuck me is the only one who's ever seen issue with it. I am a fucking moron. I am a chuckle fuck idiot. And somehow, like, all these apparent educated YouTubers, the ones, like, the real, like, noses held high, educated analyst YouTubers who have looked at this game, none of them see a problem with that? None of them have commented about how fucked up that is? I'm the only guy? I'm the only dumbass? No. Again, Walter, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about guys like Ragnaroks. I'm talking about guys like Nitro Rad. I'm talking about guys like, there's some other defenses I've seen in Silent Hill 4. There's like a half-hour long one. There's a bunch of defenses of this game. Where, you know, funny, for such an underrated fucking game, this game has a lot of defenses for it. And a lot of the comment sections disagree with it. Agree with the defenses. And I saw recently another YouTuber who I like called Avalanche Reviews did another lengthy Silent Hill 4 video. He beat me to the punch on it, and he did a very somewhat negative review of it, saying like, hey, this just doesn't work for me. And the comment section fucking berated the guy for it. Where it's like, oh, you just didn't get it. Oh, you just didn't like it because it's different. It's like, did you fucking listen to any of his points? Fuck. Like, I think that's my biggest problem with the fan base of Silent Hill 4 is that overall, like, a lot of people who really defend this game are really intolerant to anyone saying, I didn't like it. Yeah, remember that time Wes got a novel in his comment section where it's like, oh, this game is fine? And, oh, wait, yeah, but Homecoming, his Homecoming review. Like, fucking hell, man. Yeah, like, Walter, you saw it too. Like, if they were just, I love Avalanche Reviews. He's a chill guy. He gives you good information about, like, hey, here's some, how you can do some setup for some tech stuff in these reviews, which is, like, really helpful. No other critic does that. And, I don't know, like, he just got berated for saying, hey, I just don't really like this one. It doesn't work for me. He didn't even say it was bad. He just said he didn't like it. And he got fucking berated for it. Just raked over the coals. I have no idea why Silent Hill 4 fans are the only ones who do that. Fuck me, dude. Like, I don't like Silent Hill 4. This game's kind of bum bad. And we might do the Death Stranding 6-hour misery style stream next time. Maybe not. Who knows? But I think we're gonna call it here. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's like that one dude I had on my Doom 3 video who just every single 2 seconds he was commenting about how I was wrong. And he didn't respond to a single thing. Like, I responded to him once, and he didn't respond to me at all. So it's like, it's clear he just wanted to talk shit. But that video got like 1,000 more views since he started commenting, so the algorithm picked it up. Hooray. Yeah, we're gonna do like the Death Stranding misery style stream, baby. The fucking Frogger fan base still out for Dave. Yeah, we're probably... connection's fine now. We're probably gonna call it, though. Like... I need a break from Silent Hill 4 for a few days here. This game is just... Like, if my friend is watching this stream, which obviously I won't dox you live, my man. He's my IRL boy. No, he's my boy, and we have talked about this in preparation when I was doing Silent Hill 4, the scripted review, and I think we literally did like 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours talking about Silent Hill 4 and how much of a failure it is. Like, we lost track of time about how long we were talking about this fucking game. Because, like, I can just go on for hours. It's so fascinating how Silent Hill 4 drops the ball, and apparently, like, so few of us seem to see how it drops the ball, but we're wrong. We're idiots. We just don't get it. So I gotta call it here, because I'm gonna talk everybody's ear off. So we just sitting at the save screen doing nothing. So, yep, thank you for coming out, everyone. Next week, hopefully, we will finish. We might do an extra long one if I have the patience, because it's gonna get, the real game starts here, and I've already died twice doing a casual baby playthrough, so I haven't even played on hard, so fuck me if I haven't died yet. I've died twice, so you know what? This is gonna be rough next time. We're gonna get to 2 actual boss fights in the game, and it's hopefully we can finish, because I want to finish this game and never touch it again. But then we have to play the other Silent Hill games. Good night.